You ever have one of those days where you walk into the grocery store, and before you can even grab a carton of milk, you find yourself staring down the barrel of a cop's gun? Yeah, that happened. One minute, I'm standing in the frozen food aisle, reaching for my FBI credentials, and the next thing I know, Officer Travis Wilson's finger is tightening on the trigger like he's starring in some bad action movie. FBI, I'm reaching for my credentials, I tell him, as calm as you can be with a gun pointed at your chest. He just sneers. All you criminals say something fancy when you're caught. And here's the kicker, across town, Police Chief Robert Jackson's about to get a call that'll end Travis's career for good. But let me back up a sec, because nobody wakes up expecting to go viral for buying pasta sauce. That Tuesday night was supposed to be ordinary. 14 hours deep into an investigation on hate crimes targeting black-owned businesses. Just one more day trying to keep the scales of justice from tipping all the way over. I wanted nothing more than some groceries and a quick call to my daughter Amara, who was grinding her way through her last year of pre-law at Howard. I guess after 30 years in the FBI, specializing in civil rights, you get used to a certain rhythm. You build a wall of commendations, you learn to live with loss. My wife Elaine passed 4 years ago, cancer, and you find your peace in the work and in your kids' laugh over the phone. But you never, ever get used to the way the world looks at you, even with a badge in your pocket. Meanwhile, across Millfield, a southern town that still talks about the colored neighborhood like it's 1950, though most folks pretend not to notice. Officer Travis Wilson is suiting up for his shift. 3 years on the force, already buried in complaints for excessive force, but his uncle sits on city council, so you know how it is. Word in the department is Travis has a problem with anyone who doesn't look like him, especially black men in suits who make it further than he ever will. Connections got him the badge, attitude almost lost it, but politics is a hell of a drug. I grew up in Millfield. I know how this town smiles at you and keeps its hand on the door lock. So when I saw Travis stalking the aisles, hand already flirting with his holster, I wasn't surprised, just tired. The new cashier had called the cops because a black man in a suit spent too long looking at frozen meals. You know what I mean? So there I am, shopping cart full of comfort food, when Travis steps in front of me. Let me see some ID, no introduction, no context. My hands stay on the cart handle. Why do you need my identification, officer? I'm just doing some grocery shopping. His face hardens. We got a call. Suspicious activity. You match the description. Sure I do. Other shoppers start slowing down, sensing trouble. I know this dance. You keep your voice even, your movement slow. Happy to provide ID, officer, but what's the suspicious activity? No answer. Just a thumb on the holster. You questioning my authority? He snaps. Show me some ID now, or things are going to get complicated. I think about all those talks I had with Amara about how to stay alive in situations like this. The same talks my father gave me. Officer, I'm going to reach for my wallet, very slowly. He doesn't like that I'm not scared. He doesn't like my words. Make any sudden moves, you'll regret it. And now the shoppers are scattering. A mother pulling her child behind a display of cereal boxes. My fingers are barely inside my jacket when he draws his weapon. Hands where I can see them. On your knees. Hands behind your head. Just like that. The FBI's top civil rights agent is kneeling on the linoleum floor while everyone pretends not to watch but can't look away. I say, steady as I can, officer, I'm a federal agent. If you let me reach, I can show you my credentials. He moves in closer, gun unwavering. Yeah, you people always have a story. FBI, CIA, Wakanda. Get down. The racial undertone is sharp enough to cut. I lower myself, thinking, not tonight. Don't let it be tonight. Phones come out. Someone starts recording. That's right. Take him down. Yells some old man behind the orange juice. Travis grabs my arms, jerking them behind my back, his hand crushing the bones in my wrist. I'm reaching for my credentials in my left inside pocket. I say for the benefit of every recording phone. I am an FBI special agent conducting an investigation in this jurisdiction. He leans in, breathing hot. Touch that pocket, and I'll put a bullet in you and say you went for a weapon. At this point, Alicia Chen, the store manager, 40-something, Chinese-American, not one to stand down, pushes through. Officer, this is unnecessary. He's a regular. Never causes trouble. Travis barks at her to back off. She starts recording too. I notice his body cam isn't on. Your camera appears to be off, officer. Policy says it should be on. He ignores me, calls in backup, his voice heavy with drama, painting me as a dangerous suspect that I could resist. Maybe I'd win. Maybe not. Either way, it wouldn't matter if the crowd only sees a headline. Black man resists arrest. I hold my ground. Travis, now sweating, says, "You think you're better than me? Bet your fancy suit. Made up batch." "Officer Wilson," I reply. "Chief Jackson is a personal friend. Maybe you'd like to call him." He laughs, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Now you know the chief? The mayor next. The governor, your golfing buddy." Then, quieter, with a word that makes my skin crawl. "No more fairy tales, boy." He clamps the cuffs on. I never get told what crime I'm supposed to have committed. That's when I lock eyes with a young black woman in the crowd, her phone steady, her expression fierce. I nod, hoping she gets it. "Keep recording. Keep me alive. Would you call Chief Robert Jackson? Tell him Marcus Reynolds needs him at Westfield Grocery right now." I ask, loud enough for the whole store. Travis rolls his eyes. But the woman nods, slipping away with purpose. Backup arrives. Rookie officers, barely old enough to shave, confused. Officer Chin, the rookie, checks my ID, her eyes widening at the badge. She shows it to her partner. They pull Travis aside, quietly, but before they can figure it out, a siren blips outside. In walks Chief Robert Jackson, tall, silver-haired, carrying the kind of authority that can't be faked. 35 years ago, we were just two kids on bikes, racing down Maple Street, dreaming of changing the world. "Special Agent Reynolds," he says, formal, but I can see the flicker of recognition. "Trouble shopping in my town?" "Just a misunderstanding, Chief." "Remove the cuffs, officer." "Now." Travis hesitates, but the room is silent, watching. When he finally unlocks me, I stand up, straightening my jacket. The marks on my wrists burn, but my pride is intact. Robert turns to the crowd. "Who has video?" Hands go up. Alicia offers the security footage. The rookie officers start collecting statements. I can see it on the old guards' faces. Travis has messed up, and everyone knows it. As Robert pulls Travis aside, I hear, "Your body camera off again? That's 3 times this month." Travis mutters something, but Robert's not having it. "Badge and weapon, Wilson. Suspended, pending investigation." The hush in the store is thick, then someone starts to clap. By midnight, the video is everywhere, trending hashtags, headlines from every network. One says, "FBI agent racially profiled while shopping." Another, "Officer suspended for doing his job." Depending on who you ask, I'm either a hero or a troublemaker. That night, I stay at Robert's house. Too many cameras outside the hotel. Amara calls, scared out of her mind, but proud. "You okay, Dad?" "Yeah, baby. I'm okay." Next morning, the FBI calls. Internal Affairs is sending a team. The department is under federal review. Robert and I sit at his kitchen table, coffee steaming, reviewing files. "You've got a systemic problem, Bobby," I say. He sighs. "I know. I'm cleaning house." But some rot goes deeper than I realized. We find connections, former Chief Mercer, the city council, property deals that tie hate crimes to old police hands. Amara, brilliant as ever, digs up complaint records. Every business targeted was owned by someone who filed a complaint against Millfield PD. This is bigger than just one cop with a grudge. That night, someone throws a brick through Robert's window. "Race traitor," the note says. Backups wiped from department servers. Witnesses being threatened. Suddenly, this is about survival as much as justice. When men with guns break into my office and I have to defend myself and my daughter, you realize some people would rather kill than see the truth come out. And then, a twist I never saw coming, a dispatcher named Jessica, who once dated Travis, slides us a USB of patrol patterns. The data proves Wilson and his circle were targeting the east side, harassing residents, and coordinating with City Hall. She says, "My brother's black. I know exactly what they mean when they talk about cleaning up neighborhoods." Her courage is contagious. People start stepping forward. By the time the FBI raid uncovers deleted evidence and the DA is forced to act, The dominoes are falling fast. At the town hall, with every network camera live, Robert lays it all out: recordings, financial records, testimony after testimony. The Attorney General announces a full civil rights investigation. When Travis, desperate, yells a slur at me in front of the whole town, the last of his defenders goes silent. Robert strips his badge, the metallic sound echoing through the room. The applause is thunderous. But in the quiet afterward, we know this is only the beginning point. 3 months later, Millfield is transformed. Robert's reforms stick. Travis and others are indicted. Alicia Chin, the manager who stood up, is in.